Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan me generals. So we have another jam-packed reading for you. Yes, you. Today's reading is all about what's the gossip on you. So we're gonna just, go and look into the cards and let's see what's the gossip on you. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to Guan Tarot and Tea. Come and join the Love and Light family. We like to do tarot oracle readings a little different around here, so come and join the family. Okay, all right, so get comfortable, feel nice, feel airy. Okay, get a nice cup of tea. Okay, sit back and relax to these intuitive warrior gems. Okay, so before we begin, okay, as we said, make sure you got a nice cup of tea. I'm drinking some green tea today. What are you sipping on? Let us know. Put it in the comments. And we're going to get into our gratitude, because we like to use gratitude here, as an opening before we do readings, just a way to really give thanks, okay, for the messages that we are about to receive today. Yeah, so let's just get some of that feel good energy around here, okay? It's okay, so let's get into it. So here goes. Thank you for the messages that we are about to receive today. Thank you, universe. Thank you, guardian angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you for the messages. May the messages resonate with us all, and that we can use these messages to help us strengthen our intuition and to use our discernment every time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we have pile 1, we have pile 2, and we have pile 3. Okay, so just look at the number. Which number is calling you? Which number is calling you? Okay, and then really just kind of go for that number. Okay, so if it's pile 1, go for pile 1. If it's pile 2, go for pile 2. If it's pile 3, go for pile 3. And I'll see you on the other side. Wagwan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan me generals. So we have pile 1. Let's see what messages are under pile 1. Okay, let's see Wagwan. Wow, so we got the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords in upright. Okay, and we have the sun. So what's the gossip on you right now? So I feel like with the 9 of Wands in reverse, okay, 9 of Wands can represent an energy of it, like you've been defensive, you can be very busy, okay, because with the Wands energy, it can represent creativity, can represent the energy of being busy, taking lots of action, and maybe not always prioritizing yourself, because you're so booked, you're booked and busy, honey, you're booked and busy, that you just haven't been spending a lot of time maybe on yourself, and it's kind of getting to that point where you can be getting overwhelmed, but you're still just hanging in there. But I feel like with it being in reverse, there may have been some gossips. Maybe if there's been some situations that hasn't worked in your favor, or just things that looks like it hasn't been working well, that you could have people just kind of like gossiping, saying that, oh, where you was booked and busy, that now like you're not really, things are not as, not a Nagwan, that's what I'm getting, and not a Nagwan, that just simply means that nothing's going on for you, that things are not going well for you, and that there may be like some kind of relation, even in your relationships, maybe your relationship is not going well, and I feel like it can be just kind of, tit for tat energy going on, where people are just gossiping, saying that, oh, you can't keep this person, you can't keep, I'm kind of getting the energy of, you don't know how to keep a man, you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to do, and I feel like you've just kind of kept yourself away from that kind of energy, because I feel like it can also be maybe people that may not have good intentions, and we've got like with the 3 of Swords here, there could have been some backstabbing energy, some jealousy going on in this situation. But I see it as like with the, and I feel like maybe this could have been some stuff that could have really had made you, maybe even people that you felt like, wow, like really like coming from you, like I feel like that I'm kind of getting that energy of like you didn't expect it to come from this person, but then you find out that it's someone that you know really well. But I feel like in this situation, with the sun being here, that you're going to be all right. And I feel like if you can tap into the energy of your, you know, what it was like for you as a child, where like the fun things, your favorite things, like I'm getting, do your favorite things. Do a favorite day. Like a favorite day would just be like a day where you're just celebrating all of your favorite things, everything that you like, and you just like your favorite songs, your favorite foods, your favorite music, your favorite art, your favorite shows on television, just everything that is favorite, everything that you enjoy as your favorite things, just doing it on that day. And I feel like that's a really good way to cheer yourself up and not worry about anyone that's gossiping around you or anything like that, because again, it's all about trusting your intuition and using your discernment and just telling yourself, you know, if I need to take a break from social media, if I need to take a break, just take a break, put that phone down, look after yourself, because your well-being is more important. And remembering as well, people, again, because we've got the three here, that there could be some gossiping and people like, you know, and whether it could be from colleagues, maybe family members, maybe people you don't really talk to anymore, just kind of like maybe prodding into your business, you know, just knowing that, look, you know, you're booked, you're busy, and I can see a lot of energy of you being busy. Don't worry about the naysayers or anybody who's got time to chat and, you know, you just to kind of talk down your parades. That's what I'm kind of getting. Just knowing you know what, you know who you are, and as long as you tap into that energy and really believe in that, you got it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a well-being message from the Esther and Jerry Hicks Wellbeing Oracle deck. Let's see what message the collective who chose Power One, what do they need to know regarding who's gossiping on there. Let's see. So he goes, I am life everlasting and I am eternal being. You cannot die. You are everlasting. So I feel like this is kind of really, particularly with the Three of Swords, if there has been like lots of gossip, lots of kind of energy talking about you, or just in generally kind of just saying things about you, I feel like it's saying you cannot die, you know. You are everlasting life. In grace you may choose to relax and allow your gentle transition back into non-physical state of pure positive energy. Your natural state is foreverness. And I feel like that's kind of like really tapping into that, like, you know, sometimes like having a look into what the gossip is on you, you know, it can kind of be insightful to be like, okay, so that, yeah, that's what you're on, okay, well, that's what you think. You can stay with your opinion, you can stay with how you think, but that's not what I think. And as long as I know in myself who I am, that's all that matters. And that's what I'm really getting from this reading here. So we're going to pull out a message from the Jamaican proverb. Let's see what you need to know regarding this situation, about who's gossip, what's the gossip on you. Felt like something wanted to come out just then. Okay, yes, did. If you get your hand in a devil mouth, take it out. If you get your hand in a devil mouth, take it out. So if you get your hand stuck in a devil's mouth, take it out. Okay? Be careful and be cautious in getting out of difficult situations. Seek help where you can. And I feel like this could be where maybe, you know, as well with the Nine of Wands, maybe there could have been people that you're dealing with and you're recognizing like this energy is kind of like a very maybe toxic, or maybe they might be gossiping about other people. But I feel like maybe you could be wondering as well, when you're not around, are they gossiping about me? Like if they, and I feel like you might have even seen them doing that. If you might have even seen them gossiping about others, and you're kind of just thinking, well, if you can be doing that in front of, if you can be doing that in front of me, what else are you doing? Like when I'm gone. And I feel like that's the kind of situation that you're now feeling or sensing, and you're feeling like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm kind of getting the energy of like, you're done with this. And I feel like you may know who these people are, and it's kind of the point of like, you just don't care anymore, you know? Right, so we're going to pull out some more cards on this. Let's pull out the good karma. Let's see what comes out regarding gossip on you. Let's see what message wants to come out for the collective regarding gossip on them. The Five of Coins. So I feel like with the Five of Coins, yeah, it's kind of, the Five of Pentacles can represent feeling low, feeling like destitute, feeling like, you know, it's just kind of feeling like you feel isolated. And I feel like maybe this situation is kind of, this kind of gossiping or situation is maybe that they might be gossiping around, oh, you know, you're now out of sight, maybe out of mind, that you're no longer in the, I'm kind of getting no longer the it crowd, or you're no longer the part of the it crowd. And maybe also unsuccessful relationships, maybe with people and things like that, and just kind of just saying that, you know, this person is no longer that it person, or they just don't have it all together. And I feel like with the sun being here, it's kind of saying, don't worry about that, do not worry about that. And if there are like gossips around, just don't worry about the gossips, because, you know, people can talk. It's to say, talk and they can talk and they can talk. Okay, I was gonna say there's a line from a film called Dancehall Queen. It's called Talk and Live. I wrote Pete down a bit. Who knows, okay? But basically, it's like people can always have something to say. They always have something to say, you know. And there's a saying as well, like a Jamaican saying. It says, keep back your mouth. So keep back your mouth before you. If you ain't got anything good to say, don't say it all. And I feel like in this situation, there may have been people that kind of like, instead of being supportive, or it's almost like they've been wanting to kind of just see what's going on in your life, to just kind of just gossip and say, oh, this, or did you see this one, or have they, and I feel like they might have been even looking at social media or kind of things like that, and just kind of just trying to pry. But I feel like, you know, don't get caught up in that, because I feel like that can then take into the energy of wanting to people please and all those kind of things. And I feel like this is where this feeling of maybe lack is coming from, because it's maybe feeling like you don't really fit the mold. And I feel like that's what's causing more kind of interest into the fact that you don't fit the mold. You don't seem to fit. Ah, look, we just had a little message there. Okay. Yeah. That you don't fit the mold. And I feel like it's just saying, don't worry about that. Just look at, you know, loving on yourself, pouring love into yourself, knowing who you are. That is all that is important. That is all that is important. Let me see if there's another message for, I'm going to do an intuitive one. So with the intuitive one, like, well, they all come out, they're all intuitive. But I like to kind of just be guided to see, okay, where should I, like, where to open the deck, and to see what key message comes out from opening the deck. So here it goes. Look, we've got the Emperor. So I feel like this is kind of like it's reversed, but I feel like it's very telling that the Emperor is about being in your boss mode, loving on yourself, knowing who you are, you know? Like in a sing-along, I'm like, I'm the Emperor, put some respect on my name. Yes, I'm the emperor. Put some respect on my name. But I feel like it being reversed, it's like you're questioning your own self. You might be even listening to the gossip and even questioning yourself, going, right, really? Maybe I'm not that good enough. And I'm like, honey, darling, this is your reminder that you are the boss. You are the creator in your life. Doesn't matter what people have to say about you. You know, you can tell them to go, tell them to move, go, bye, go long. Okay, that simply means move, go away. Go means to go away, go long. You know, go about your business. You know, what you think of me doesn't not define me. Period. And I'm gonna take that energy as the emperor, who, you know, the emperor is the boss. Okay, the father in, like, the energy represents the father in the tarot cards. Okay, just like we have the empress who represents the motherly nature. You are you are that person. Believe in yourself. You know, the father, the king of the kings in the tarot deck. You are that person. Believe in yourself. And don't make nobody tell you no different. Real, recognize real. Every time. Look at that, and we've got the temperance in reverse. So it's about really recognizing your worth and knowing who you are and believing in yourself every time. So we're gonna pull out a spiritual guidance cupcake message. Let's see. Ooh, that wanted to come out. Let's see what popped out for the collective. So we have, whoa, look at this. Bad mind energy. Gwe. Bye. Good vibes only. Bad mind energy. Gwe. Good vibes only. So yes, don't get caught up into the gossip about what's going on in your love life, what's going on in your work life, if you're good, if you know how you got this job, if you're not good, you know, how did you get the job, and you need, like, and there's been people there before you and all these kind of things. Don't get caught up into that. Or if there has been kind of like maybe some gossip or speculations about a relationship that has not worked out or anything, like, do not get caught up in any of those kind of conversations or people trying to call you out your name or anything like that. You know, bad mind energy. Bye. Gwe. Good vibes only. You know. Also maybe keep some obsidian, tourmaline, okay? Type of crystals as well, things like that. You've also got like you know, things like the evil eye, and it's to kind of just take away that kind of bad vibes energy away from you, okay? And just say, you know, I just welcome good vibes only into my life, into my existence. Come on, let's repeat that together, collective. Only good vibes, good energy, good love and light energy can come here, come right there, so. Okay, and we call on Archangel Michael as well. Archangel Michael, I ask that as you protect the collective, protect their energy, surround them with energy that makes them know who they are, make them recognize, show them the signs and synchronicities, for them to show that they don't for them to see that they don't have to doubt who they are, so they can believe in themselves every time. Thank you. So to the collective who chose pile of one, I hope the messages are resonating and you can take some good gems from this reading, okay? But be sure, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. Come and join the family. Make sure you look after your good up selves. You ensure you look after your good selves, okay? Look good, feel good, and I'll see you on the next one. Wagwan. Wagwan people. Wagwan T-Sippers. Wagwan Regenerals. So we have pile 2. So let's see what messages are under pile 2. Let's see. Wagwan. Okay. So we have the Temperance card. We have the Eight of Cups. And we have the Two of Wands. So with the Temperance card, I feel like the Temperance card could also be like the messages of that you have kind of taken approach of more wanting to be more spiritual, more connected to trusting your intuition, maybe going through your own spiritual journey. And I feel like there could be some kind of gossip about that, and you wanting to kind of go on this end of this journey of expansion, of growth, of learning, going to yourself more, really kind of asking yourself questions about maybe, you know, what you really like about yourself, and what maybe are the things that you want to work on yourself. And we call that like the shadow, what you want to, those things that you kind of, you know, maybe like weaknesses or things that you know that maybe could be worked on a bit more. Maybe your, let's say for example, it could be like how you manage your anger, how you manage your emotions and things like that. And I feel like the more there could be gossip about you, since you've kind of taken on this path that you're just not fun anymore, you're not wanting to spend time with people, you're not really engaging with anyone, you're just kind of in your own world. And I feel like that can be just a general gossip about what's going on, that you've kind of taken a more, I'm kind of getting a sense like saying a more religious route or more spiritual route, that it's kind of, or just wanting to learn more about things and understand that, you know, you're part of this world that is kind of like, you see yourself as like one dot compared to the, like in the universe, and really kind of wanting to understand your connection with your body, your soul, your spirit. I feel like that's kind of the energy that's going on here. And I feel like that for some who have not taken on, or who are not ready or not equipped, I feel like with the Eight of Cups being here, it has made some kind of feel I feel like it's kind of also shifted the pattern in them, that even though they might have been gossiping about saying that you're kind of, since you've gone on this road, that you're not fun anymore, you're not wanting to do anything, you're not engaging in kind of like maybe just like wanting to and I don't feel like it's kind of like you're just kind of cutting people off. I feel like it's just that you're on this path where you just want to grow. And I feel like if you want, you know, if you want to, and I feel like this is an important message for us all, like as part of our human journey, it's all about growth, it's all about growing. You know, we don't stay the same every day. You know, we are on this from the time of conception, from birth. We are constantly growing, whether we like it or not. We are constantly growing. And while we acquire a lot of skills in childhood to adulthood to then help us to kind of get to other stages in our life, you know, whether it's our, let's say our physical stages, intellectual or mental, we can go through different stages. I feel like your spiritual is also part of that stage of you connecting with yourself, you know, understanding the world deeply, you know, whether it's through religion or whether it's through your faith, or even just how you know, when we have days where sometimes we have good days, we have days where we just don't feel that great. It's like those days of how you really bring yourself together to really give yourself strength and you know, even talking words of wisdom to yourself, building that inner strength, that inner power. And I feel like that is where you are at. But I feel like because you are at that stage, there could be talks or gossip about that. Again, you're not fun anymore. But I feel like that's kind of coming. The gossip is coming from a fear from others that may have feel that they need to also kind of look into themselves and ask themselves maybe if there is kind of things that they need to work on. But I feel like you taking that option of saying, right, you know what, I want to grow in this area, I feel like it's creating challenges in their own identities, in their own sense of like their life purpose. But I feel like with the Two of Wands being here, I feel like the Two of Wands is like it's a positive sign of like saying, you know what, all of these gossips, all of these things that are taking place, it's all it is. All of it is because we've got the Temperance. I feel like the Temperance is also telling of like there could be like you might be seeing lots of signs, lots of synchronicities. You could be seeing maybe messages, and you're just thinking, wow, like this is not deja vu. This is like, why am I keep seeing these like reoccurring signs and things like that. And I feel like if you are seeing, let's say for instance, if you're seeing 222s, 333s, you can just say to yourself like, right, guardian angels, I ask that, you know, every time I see 222, it's to tell me that I am in alignment, I'm on the right path, you know, in if it's whatever your decision or whatever your desire is. Let's say if you want to be the greatest teacher, you want to be, you know, have your own business, or be like being self-employment, or to be in a really healthy relationship, it's like, show me these signs to let me know, to give me clues to let me know that I am on the right path. And you know, that could be another way that you can just really to kind of just really tap into that energy. But I feel like with the Two of Wands being here, it's showing more growth is going to take place. And I feel like, you know, don't let the gossip get to you, because I feel like with this situation, I feel like it's also maybe making the people around them wanting to work on themselves also. But I feel like, again, like I said, oh, you're not fun and you're not being engaging, I feel like it's also part of them that's kind of wanting to resist that change, but they know that they may have been also feeling those changes as well, but resisting it. But it's because maybe you have taken the step into kind of, right, I'm going to take the lead. And not to necessarily take the lead to kind of be like, well, I'm going to get there first. But I feel like it's more like you just saying, right, I know that this is an area that I want to work on. Like I want to work on any past traumas that I've experienced and heal from that, so that it's not hindering me in my future. It's not hindering my love life. If there's been some past traumas, it's not hindering my love life. I know I need to work on it. You know, I know it's come to a point where, you know, I can't continue to just ignore or try to avoid it, because now I'm recognizing that there's been a pattern of behavior that every time I try to walk away from things, it comes back in a way, it resurfaces itself up. With the moon being here, you know, it may play on my mind, it may come back in different ways of me trying to look and say, I know why, because this is something, maybe a chapter I haven't closed. And I feel like this is the situation here, that there might be gossips around in the situation, maybe how you dealt with things in the past, and now you're taking a new leaf. And I feel like that can be maybe the people that you have around you, or people that you know, they are maybe like struggling with that. But I feel like those struggles are not your struggles, it's their own inner struggles. But with the Two of Wands, I feel like you continuing on your path and not letting the gossip get to you to make you kind of hinder you from your own path. I feel like it's going to open doors with the figure here with the world in their hand. It's like you now recognizing your world in your hand. And I feel like it's maybe even you connecting with your intuition, using your discernment, and really just taking that time to really appreciate what you have to offer, and knowing that all of us all have a talent, a skill, you know, a life purpose, a genuine life purpose. And I feel like you are recognizing your life purpose. But I feel like that life purpose and you recognizing that power in you, your inner strength, it's kind of awakening the shadows in others as well. And I feel like it's creating an uncomfortable tower moment for some people as well, because they're recognizing that, you know, growth is required in them as well. And it's going to be like a back and forth kind of a tug of war when it comes to them also recognizing that, look, you might be gossiping about other people, but your day will come when there might be something you're faced with, and you're going to have to rely on your coping mechanisms or your inner strength to help you to get through it. And I feel like that's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. Let's see what else regarding gossip. What's the gossip on you that the collective need to know? Oh, well, I think this one came out first. So the Hermit, so yes, it's kind of the Hermit, the Seven of Swords. So with the Hermit and the Seven of Swords being here, I feel like that's the kind of, again, the end. It's kind of like this energy. I feel like they're just kind of feeling like maybe you spending more time away. I feel like it's also creating maybe more that gossip to wonder what you're doing, what's going on, and I think it's kind of just creating a lot of just that energy of like I feel like it's kind of because you're moving away from who you used to be, with the Eight of Cups being here. It's that kind of like, I don't really know, what as I say, what was good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm kind of getting what is good for the goose is good for the gander. But in this situation, what is good for the goose and what is good for the gander is no longer good for the goose. It's no longer good for the goose. It may be good for the gander, okay, but it's no longer good for the goose. And that's what I'm getting here. And I feel like that's what's kind of causing this kind of like, I don't know this person anymore. And the gossip is kind of going, oh, we've got quite a few that came out. So look, Temperance again, Page of Swords. So there's somebody that could be watching, watching from the background, seeing that you're changing, seeing that you're moving. And we've got quite a lot of energy here with the Temperance popped out, the Page of Swords, the Page of Coins, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. And I feel like maybe that has caused some defensive energy, that maybe you just felt to yourself, you know what, I need to protect my energy because I'm really kind of going through things or learning or maybe addressing things, like, and you're just feeling to yourself that you really want to, with the Temperance being, really connect with yourself. And sometimes, to connect with yourself, it does require you just taking some time out from your busy lifestyle, your busy schedule, whether it's like going on a retreat, going on a break, or just taking some time to meditate. Like, okay, we just had another little, another message. Yeah. But yes, just taking some time to just wanting to meditate and look after yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like, anyone who's gossiping should, like, if they're really good people, genuine people, will have good intentions. Let's say you have good intentions. We'll understand that we all go through a process, okay, of maybe, let's say, what was good for you 5 years ago may not be good for you 5 years later, or what was good for you 10 years ago is not good for you now. And we go through different ages, we go through different stages, we go through different milestones. And I feel like maybe the people that you have been around, they may be stuck here. They're stuck in this position of the Eight of Cups in reverse, that they're just there's kind of like a resistance to want to grow, not wanting to grow. And I feel like because you've kind of said, you know what, I'm going to leave from this, whatever I've built, this is no longer what I need. Whether it could be your career, you might have, or it could be a career that you're no longer satisfied with, you're no longer content with, where, or a relationship, or even maybe whether it could be friendship or anything like that. I feel like that could be just what could be creating gossip around you, that you seem to have changed. I kind of get in this kind of, you have changed, but we all go through a process of change. And I feel like this can be, at sometimes, be making you feel like, are you in the wrong for, feeling the need to want to grow, to wanting to heal, to wanting to work on yourself. And I see it as like, no, don't feel no way. We have this thing of at Wagwan Tara and T-Back, don't feel no way. If you're working on yourself and you're taking that time to love on yourself, you're taking that time to go and heal on yourself, you're taking that time to go patting up the ting, okay? And that just simply means you're just working on yourself. You're just building those blocks. You are patterning up the ting. You are patterning up yourself. Okay, if you're taking that time to love on yourself, build on who you are, build those blocks, okay? Then what does it matter? What does it matter if there are people gossiping about what you're doing? Let them gossip. Tell them to go long. Tell them to go. Tell them to move and go. Move and go. That just simply means move and go away. Go about your business. Go long. Go about your business. Okay? So we're going to pull out a Jamaican proverb. Let's see what comes out from the Jamaican proverb regarding what's the gossip around you. What message can we learn from the... Ooh. Okay. So we have... And not every kin tita laugh. And not every kin tita laugh. And not every kin tita laugh. This simply means that not everybody that you see smiling is laughing. Not everybody you see smiling is laughing. And this could be sometimes, you know, if you're saying something about maybe something that you're doing, they may not necessarily be supportive of what you're doing, and it might kind of come across that they look like they're smiling with you, but they're really not. Okay. So yeah, look, it's not funny. Be mindful of who you might offend, and you might be they might be planning for you. So this could be that they might not have good intentions. So again, it's all about trusting your intuition and using your discernment. Then we have here the peacock hide him tail, hide him foot when him hear about him tail. So the peacock hide him foot when him hear about him tail. So this simply means when the peacock hears about its feet, the peacock will hide its feet when it hears gossip about its tail. Look at this, gossip about its tail. Oi. So being too proud stops you from growing. Don't stop yourself from learning. Pride, look at this, warrior, look at the messages coming out. So I feel like this is again regarding to like if there's other parties, you know, that where you wanting to grow and you're kind of maybe having those conversations, and then it's kind of like turning it almost like seeing it as like a mockery that you're wanting to kind of learn and grow. And especially how we got like different characters here. Like with the Page of Swords, it could be someone who's watching, someone who's gossiping. And I feel like, again, someone who could be watching, someone who's gossiping. And I feel like the Page of Coins is you. The Page of Coins is like you are kind of willing to take a time to learn and really wanting to become a better you. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to become a better you. Okay, and I feel like it's like don't get caught up with who like the persons who are the Page of Swords, and I'm kind of getting this energy of maybe people who are at the at the office kitchen, like just gossiping and just chatting about what's going on, and maybe not wanting to go to like the have a drink at the end of the day and things like that. And I feel like with the Eight of Swords here, it's like it's the same energy of kind of not being caught up in this energy of feeling like you know, believe in your inner strength and believe in who you are, you know. And I feel like this is also the energy of being too proud. Being too proud stops you from growing. Don't stop yourself from learning. And I feel like this is the energy from the Page of Swords energy, is that it's kind of like I'm going to say blindsided by the fact that they're not seeing how their energy is kind of giving off this energy of being like it's being still, but but that's the word, stagnant. It's a stagnant energy, and I feel like it's almost like because they're not happy with the fact that they don't want to change, but they don't want anybody around them to change. But that feeling of not wanting to change is then causing a tower moment in their own lives. And I feel like, look, here we've got the Queen of Swords here as well. So I feel like the Queen of Swords is you. Like, don't be afraid to talk up and say who you are and be who you want to be. And again, like, with the Five of Swords, it may mean that it might create situations where, there might be losses in this situation. But then look at the Two of Swords here. It's kind of saying, whatever happened, look at this, because with the lightning here, whatever needed to get gone had to get gone. And if it meant that you going through this stage of wanting to grow and learn more about yourself and heal, and become more confident as well in talking up for about yourself and who you are, and not letting the gossip consume you in a way that you had to kind of mold and shape you. It's kind of like you're breaking yourself free from that. You're breaking yourself free. And I feel like with the Seven of Wands, it's like you now developing a confidence of like, I'm going to defend my own. And you defending your own is you recognizing who you are and defending yourself in that, look, you ain't going to come and chat to me, you ain't going to come chat to me anyhow, anyway. The boundaries are now kept here, boundaries here. And I feel like that's maybe where the boundaries wasn't clear before, but now you taking on this kind of more like, no, I'm really going to work on myself, I'm going to love on myself. It's kind of you now creating healthy boundaries for yourself. And I feel like maybe people who might have, again, if we said creating tower moments in their lives, may not be comfortable with the idea that you're creating healthy boundaries for yourself. And it's causing issues in how they see and how they view things and how they value things. But that's not for you to dwell on. That's not your business. You are looking after your business, and you are finding your voice. Okay, with the Queen of Swords, you are finding your voice, and I feel like it's also, you are stopping the people pleasing attitude. You are stopping that people pleasing where you constantly feeling like you have to impress others. You're recognizing that is part of your own shadow, you having to work on that and take heed on who you are, and recognizing that and respecting and valuing yourself and putting yourself first, because you are now seeing that when you look at all the stuff you've done, when you've put others before you, and look, they're still gossiping about you anyway. So then you're taking this attitude to say, you ain't got chat for me. You ain't got chat for me. And that just simply means you can talk. You can talk as much as you want. It not going nowhere. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Okay? It ain't going nowhere. So, this is a lovely message. So, let's pull out a message from the Spiritual Guidance Cupcake. Let's see what the Spiritual Guidance Cupcake wants to tell the collective who chose Pile 2. Hey, we got to come out. So yeah, you ain't got chat for me. Act like you're on the runway. You hear that? You see? You want to step on them. Act like you're on the runway and strut your stuff, honey, and tell yourself you are still popping, baby. That's it. Act like you're on the runway and strut your stuff, baby, and tell yourself I am still popping, baby. Yes, we are going to click our fingers to that, because that's the type of energy that we are claiming. Yes. Every time. And we have show gratitude to your guardian angels, because look, your guardian angels are coming up twice. You've got the Temperance and the Temperance again. Show gratitude to your guardian angels. Your spirit guides and your ancestors, they're supporting you at this time, and they're giving you signs, they're giving you messages, so anything that you notice, just note it down and just, call on them, for further guidance, uh, um, and to also help you as you go through this process, okay? And yeah, thank them for their continual guidance. So this is a wonderful message. But yeah, strut your stuff like you're on the runway. Feel good. Tap into the energy of you being the Queen of Swords. Okay, the Queen of Swords is you being, look, you're being straight to the point. Hey, like what it is either you with me or you're not. Okay, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. I love this. I ain't people pleasing for you. Sorry if you don't like it. Move and go. Okay, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it real. Okay, and don't let the gossip or what the gossip is on you make you feel no way. All right. So to the collective who chose Pile 2, I hope the messages are resonating. You know what we like to do around here? Take what resonates and leave the rest. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay? But be sure, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. Look good, feel good, stay hydrated, and I'll see you on the next one. Wow, Guan. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, Wagwan general. So we have Pile 3. So let's see what messages are under Pile 3. Let's see Wagwan. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. So there's a lot of money energy, a lot of security energy with the Pentacles, because Pentacles represents money, stability, security. Okay, and we have the Three of Wands, and the Wands suits represents creativity, wanting to take action, to grow, wanting to work, work on building on things. Now I see this as kind of like maybe the gossip around you could be a lot about you kind of really focus on yourself. It's kind of similar to the messages from Pile 2, but this one I feel like it's focused on you kind of really just tuning into you wanting to focus in on your legacy. That's what I'm getting. It's you really wanting to focus on your legacy, really wanting to build. But I feel like you taking that time to really focus on wanting to focus on your legacy, because when we look at 3K, like the messages are here. 3 of Wands. Now 3 in numerology as well, it represents the growth, expansion. Just like in tarot as well, it represents the same growth, expansion. And I feel like this is where you are at, and you are now saying to yourself, I really want to work on my money, I want to build on my money, I want to build on my investments, I want to grow. And whether it could be also just not just your money, it can also be your career. You wanting to really build and work on those ladders, work on those steps. But I feel like now that you're taking that attitude, you're taking on that mindset that you want to grow and become the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is like being resourceful. I feel like, as I've said, being resourceful, I feel like that is essentially where the gossiping is starting to kick in, because it's about you wanting to take that time to say, you know what, I'm going to look at saving. If you're maybe getting calls or saying, oh, you want to go on a holiday, you want to go out, do you want to do this? And I feel like you're kind of saying, well, I've got this amount of disposable income, and it could be that maybe you've bought a house, or you're also saving up for a house, or you're just looking at ways of how to make yourself more financially resourceful. And we've got like living crisis, all these different situations that's going on in the world as well. People are looking at to find ways to be more resourceful for them with their money, whether it could be going to like thrift stores, charity shops, you know, maybe not buying things, everything's first hand kind of thing. I feel like you're taking on that approach of like, right, I want to learn the value of money, and maybe I've had not as been as resourceful in the past, and I feel like that's kind of the energy of not being resourceful in the past, and you're taking on that energy. But I feel like again, because you're taking on that energy, it's now kind of again people who might be around you, and they're kind of always like, right, let's get up, it's Friday night, let's go out, let's go do this, or Saturday night, or and just very impulsive. And I feel like you are now moving away from that kind of like, I'm going to be impulsive, oh, doesn't matter how much it is, I'm just going to spend anyway. And I feel like you're just saying, no, I'm not going to be reckless with my money. I'm taking that time to be more more reserved, taking more of maybe a conservative, reserved approach when you're dealing with your money, so that you're like, instead of thinking of instant gratification, you're looking at kind of like a reserved gratification, that later on that you know you can rely on the pots. So maybe if you just say, right, I want to have a bit of a break, I want to have a sabbatical or something like that, I can do it because I've taken those steps to do it. Or looking at ways of how you can bring aside income or side hustle. But I feel like you taking those times to do that is also meaning that you're not having as much recreational time to spend with others. And I feel like that's where the gossiping is coming from, because it's kind of like, oh, Jane doesn't have much time, James being boring now, James not even going out, James not doing this, James not doing that. And I feel like this is where a lot of the gossip is coming from, because it's kind of like you're going through, maybe like, you know, look, we all have different ages, different stages, we go through milestones. And I feel like for you, you're kind of coming to that milestone where you're really saying, look, you know, I've got to be serious now with the money that I earn, because I work hard. And I thought that's the energy I'm getting. I work hard, and I'm looking at my paycheck and thinking, where is this money going? Where is this money going? I'm working hard for my money. And I've got, you know, whether I've got people or associates or friends who's always on the impulse saying, let's book this, let's book. Like, I'm not going to let people dictate how I deal or how I manage my money. This is when I really need to tune into myself. And I feel like this is also, again, whether there's some kind of like people pleasing energy or anything like that, this is where you really need to hone into it. Because I feel like, again, you're now really wanting to tune into being the Queen of Pentacles, being really resourceful, being really, you know, mindful of how you spend, what you do, just to build, again, you're wanting to build a legacy. And I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles, you might be even thinking about family, or you have children, you're wanting to be more resourceful. And I feel like it also could be that you might be, for some of you, you might be a mother or thinking about parenting, wanting to start your own family, and you're now thinking, well, I've got to kind of let go of those things, you know, I can't hold on to those things no more. And I feel like that is what, you know, you might be recognizing that you needed to let go with the Three of Wands energy. And I feel like it may have caused some restrictions in terms of, it might have caused some restrictions in the terms of that you're now saying, right, I've got to discipline myself. And if it means that I can't go out as many times, or maybe I say I'll go out once a month, or maybe once every 2 months if I'm working towards a saving goal, I feel like it may cause maybe people around you to gossip and saying that, oh, you've changed, and that you're just all about your money, you're just focusing about money all the time. But I see that ultimately you have your goal, and I feel like it's like you have to focus on your goal, you have to focus on what you want. At the end of the day, people will come and talk and chat about things. Hey, they will come and talk and chat about things, and then if you're there broke, and you then, you know, spend all your money out with them, and still come and be like, oh, well, sorry, you're broke, so you can't do anything with us. And I feel like you've kind of, you've kind of figured that as well, like, and maybe you recognized, or maybe when there might have been times where you're thinking, how am I going to make ends meet, and you couldn't really rely on those same people. So I feel like you've kind of taken it on as an initiative to say, right, well, I've got to make sure that I do my best to make myself financially free. That's what I'm getting. It's like you want to make yourself financially free. You want to make it that money is not an issue for you. But again, when you are working on your dreams, working on your goals, you know, again, if there are people around you that are not secure in themselves, it can then create tower moments in their own lives, because then it's making them have to face things that they don't want to face their shadows, face their things that they're trying to kind of put in the corner and make it look like everything is doing well, everything's okay. But when you start to work on yourself now, the more you work on yourself, the more it kind of makes them recognize, wow, I've got to work on myself. And sometimes that can create moments of jealousy, it can create moments of resentment. But then I feel like, again, is you having to really tap into your energy and say, you know what, I'm not going to get caught up in people pleasing energy, you know, because that's not for my higher good. I've got to work on my goal. Everybody has the right to work on their goals. Work on your goals, sis. Work on your goals. I'll work on my goals, you work on mine. Oh, sorry. I'll work on my goals, you work on yours. Simple. I work on my goals, you work on yours. You know, that abundance is our birthright. Let me say this again, to you in the front, to you in the back. Abundance is your birthright. So if abundance is your birthright and you can't make money and me can't make money, what is the problem? Do you hear that? Did you hear that? If you can make money and I can make money, what is the problem? And I feel like that is the situation here. That all now, since you want to now, and I'm kind of getting, no, she thinks she too good for us, no, because she want to do this and she want to do that, okay? Simply meaning, oh, she thinks she's too good for us now because she wants to do this and she wants to do that. And I feel like that is the energy I'm getting. It's like, it doesn't matter, you know? You just really tap into the energy of like, wow, I'm going to look after myself. And I know this is what I need to do. This is my goals. I'm setting my goals. I'm going to stay focused. Who want chat? Make them chat. Who want chat, make them chat. So who wants to chat, make them chat. I'm just going to focus on me. And I'm getting the saying you might have just said, or something like, you know, I know that I'm being blessed, I know that I'm being guided, and I'm very thankful for the opportunities that's coming my way. And I'm going to say another little thing: who God bless, no man or woman can curse. You hear that? Who God bless, no man or no woman can curse. And I'm asking, okay, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Uriel, that you are with the collective, that you're with the collective on all of these messages, and Archangel Raphael as well, for that healing energy, for that healing protective energy, okay? Because I can see this energy of like, maybe it has caused some kind of feelings of, like with the Queen of Pentacles, like the Queen of Pentacles, I see it as like, it's an energy of somebody who is very resourceful, who's taking that time. But there's sometimes I feel like with the head being down and they're looking at their you know, how they've achieved this pentacle. But I also feel like it's also come from some hardships, you know, having to make sacrifices. And I feel like in scenario, this is what I feel like where the gossiping is coming from. It's kind of knowing that there's going to be some sacrifices having to be made, whether it's maybe you still having a connection with these people that you know may not have the best interest for you, or maybe gossiping, or but knowing that. And sometimes it could be even maybe going to a next level in your work or your career, and it's like finding these people may not be having, you know, happy that you are now going the step up, and kind of want to pry in your business, pry in what's going on, but really don't have. They just really want to know what's going on next. So it's almost like it's kind of like a control. You know, maybe these people might have issues around control, but I feel like it's essentially you just focusing on you, focusing on your goals, focusing on your own ambitions, and you know, even just scripting it out like as if you have it as you know, just you have it on it already. Focus on it, you having it already, and just focusing on you believing in yourself and loving on yourself. And I feel like this is what's really important in this time, because with the Ten of Pentacles being here, like I see whatever it is that you want to bring into your life, whatever it is you want to focus in your life, it will come, it will manifest. And I feel like this is where your challenge is in as being the Queen of Pentacles, because it's now you taking this opportunity of saying to yourself, you know what, whatever is happening here, I'm gonna stick to my goals, I'm gonna discipline myself, and I'm you know, whether it's like, right, if it means I have to cut down on going out for the month, so be it. If it means that I can't go on this holiday for this time being, so be it. If it means that I've got to make a few sacrifices when it comes to maybe live streaming or going, or just anything in general, buying like clothes every month, so be it. Because I feel like you're now taking that opportunity to realize that, right, I want to grow, I want to maybe learn. Like you might be even wanting to go and learn a new course or learn something, so you're recognizing that, right, I need to work on my finances, work on really just setting healthy goals for myself. I'm gonna pull out a message, because there's a lot of money messages here. Let's just pull out a quick money message from the purse. Let's just see what wants to come out. Okay, so we have: reflect on what you have and be thankful no matter how small or big. Reflect on what you have, and no matter how big or small. And I feel like this is what will help you to stay grounded. Okay, because with the Pentacles is that kind of ground, earthy energy. Okay, whether it's like Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Okay, but I feel like, you know, really staying grounded in what it is, why you're doing it, really, you know, your sense of purpose, and really appreciating it, why you're doing it, being thankful, you know, maybe for the opportunities or the messages, the signs, any synchronicities that's coming your way, being really thankful for it. Let's see this one here as well, and it says donate to charity. Now I feel like also to donate to charity, that could be a really good way, you know, when you're like it's again like a gossip and things like that, you're giving, no matter how small, but you're giving, and it's like that energy, you're giving without receiving, but you know, it's, or without expectation, but it's like you're letting that good energy flow, you're letting that good energy flow around you. Don't worry about the naysayers, don't worry about the gossip, don't worry about the people who's chatting. And as we say, there's a Jamaican saying, you know, when you're there, and it's also like a proverb, you can see it's a proverb as well, you know, when you're there talking about other people's business, yeah, as I say, when you're there talk about other people's business, your business spoil. Your business spoil. This simply means when you're there talking about other people's business, you ain't got time for your business. Your business is actually being, you're actually spoiling your business, because business can be, you know, whether it's your relationship, whether it's your, you know, your finances, your work, anything in general that comes under your business. If you're so focused on what other people are doing, you're distracted from what you need to do. So keep that in mind. Right, so we're going to pull out a Jamaican proverb. Let's see what Jamaican proverb comes out. Roy. Alligator lay egg, but him no fowl. So that simply means the alligator lays an egg, but it's not a bird. It's not a bird. So here again, don't view things from one perspective. Think outside the box. Reflect, be open. So I feel like in this situation, if there's gossiping and all that, you know, say let them talk, you just focus on you, think out the box, because again, you know, you now with the three of ones being here, you want to move, you want to grow. This is you saying, right, I'm gonna grow, I'm gonna take this time to grow. Now, for you to grow, it means you have to think outside the box. But for you now going through that process of thinking outside the box, you're thinking very differently from them impulsive people or people who's just wanting to gossip, because that's not in your energy. That is not in your alignment. Why, yoy, it's not in your alignment for growth, and you know that, and you want to grow. You know, you want to build that family, you want to build that kingdom, you want to build that legacy, you know, you want to build that dynasty, and you can make it happen. But again, this will be the test to see whether the gossip and all that kind of back chat and all that thing will then get you to the point where you really doubt yourself. And I'm saying, stay in this energy of reflecting on what you have and being thankful, because that energy of gratitude will come and bring that abundance to you quicker and quicker than you know. Why? So we're gonna pull out some message. Let's see what message comes from the good karma tarot card. Let's see what one. Let's see what one. Hey, Three of Cups. So yes, there's gonna be celebration from this situation. I feel like it's going to be celebration, you know, joy. But I feel like with the Three of Cups, it can also be representing that yes, there is gossiping around you. There could be gossiping around you, but don't let the gossiping get to you. What else can we know from this situation? You know, and I feel like it can. Oh, this one fell. Just gonna quickly pick it up. But I also feel like with the Three of Cups, it could also be, you know, meeting people, like-minded people, maybe joining groups, joining, places where you can learn more about how you can make your money work for you, how you can build a legacy for yourself, building healthy, you know, good foundations, you know, making your money work for you. And look, this situation, the Lovers. So this could be, you know, with again, look, we got the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, it's like that energy of that family and money and building your own empire, your own dynasty. I feel like this is kind of a situation that, you know, good things will come from this, and you showing that you're disciplined. And I feel like it's also you showing that you are willing to work on what you truly want, what you truly desire, not letting gossip take over, and using your discernment, trusting your own intuition. You know, if something don't feel right, trust it, believe it. If people want to talk and chat about your business, leave them to it. Because when them a chat about your business, their business a spoil. You hear that? So that just simply means where if they want to go and chat about your business, and they're not gonna go patting up their thing, they're not patting up their thing. And that just simply means, you know, they're chatting about your business, they're not patting up their thing, they're not making sure that they've done all their what needs to do to, you know, check their P's and Q's, click, you know, make sure they've done all the dots and the T's to make sure that their things on in check. Make them go on. That's all we're gonna say. Make them go on. Make them carry on. Make them carry on, because the more they carry on talking about, oh, do you see what Jane was doing? Yeah, I saw she bought something the other day. I saw it on Facebook. Yeah, I saw it. I saw that she was doing she fixed up her garden, or she was showing how you can save up your money so you can get this within a year and all this kind of thing. I feel like leave that gossip alone. It's not for you. It's not for you. What you need to focus on right now is building, you know, what it is that you want to build. If you want to go and study, if you want to go and learn, focus, discipline yourself. And you already know that, you know, if you think of an athlete, if you think of somebody who's wanting to get to the, like, really become really good in let's say their career, or becoming highly skilled, it takes discipline, you know, and it really takes discipline, but it also takes you to think outside the box, taking that initiative, believe in yourself, set goals for yourself, show gratitude, you know, so that energy flows, you know, be intentional, be around like-minded people, okay? And I feel like this situation will also help you to attract a love that's right for you, that adds to you, that complements you. Look with the Ten of Pentacles. You know, this is the family life. Look. So continue doing what you're doing. Continue doing what you're doing. And don't let nobody take you and put you to one side and make you doubt yourself and all those kind of things. Trust your intuition and use your discernment every time. Every time. So to the collective who chose pile 3, I hope the messages are resonating. Take what resonates and leave the rest. That's what we do around here. I saw it go. I saw it go. This simply means that's how it goes around here. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay? So be sure to stay hydrated, look good, feel good, and I'll see you on the next one. Wow.